returned to Pakistan in November for the signing of the British aid agreement. I loathe this place. I don't understand it. I see the endless contradictions and compromises, and I lose my way. When I was younger, all I wanted was to be what I am now. Now I long for anything else.
Sir, we're going to the government guest house, so you can freshen up before your first meeting.
Hope you had a good flight, sir.
I listened to music on the plane and I can't remember any of it. My wife cried throughout our last conversation. My name is Jack Lithgow, and my daughter is a heroin addict.
Just through here, Minister.
Sabre. دلته خیر پاتې نشو.
ولې خیر خو دی؟
تاریک غوښتی یم. ماته سترګې ډېرې ورانې لګي.
ورته وایه چې زه نور کار نه کوم.
لیونۍ هغه به ما مړ کړي.
زه یېرېږم.
ته داسې وکړه تیاره اوسه. زه به نن ځان بېغوره کړم چې هغه ولاړ شي مازدیګر د روژې ته. نو موږ به دواړه دا ځای نه ولاړ شو.
ځو به چېرته؟
چې دا ځای اوس یو ځای به ولاړ شو. تاریک به ډېر وران سړی دی. که زه دلته پاتې شم زه به هم وران شم.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Lithgow.
Good morning. I'm sorry,
We've met before at the palace in Peshawar.
Oh, of course, I'm sorry, yes. Rumana, yes?
Yes, that's right. I'll get you to the consulate.
Thank you. I didn't know you worked at the consulate.
I don't. Can you spare me an hour of your time? It's very important.
Everybody who ever wants to see me says exactly the same thing.
I've been here for 14 months, preparing the case against 2 drug traffickers. They were found with 170 kilos of heroin. In April, we finally got a conviction.
Congratulations.
They received 2 years each. They were chatting afterwards with the judge. It was privately agreed that they'll be released after 40 days confinement. The administration in Karachi has completely broken down. There used to be a smuggling mafia, and then came transport, arms, and now the drugs mafia. Bazaar se aahista se guzro.
Yeah?
We're going through the market.
Destroying poor opium farmers' fields won't affect the supply of heroin here. It will simply be got from somewhere else. This is where you need to fight drugs. People are dealing openly in heroin.
There's 2 public phones in that cafe, and they're always busy. We recorded messages to Sweden, Germany, America, Egypt, Belgium, Thailand, Spain. 27 different countries at least are dealing in heroin with this part of the world. And everyone knows what goes on here.
Why do you think I can do anything?
Until you sign that agreement, you have power. People will listen to you.
Good morning, Mr. Lithgow. We wondered what had delayed you. I was really worried.
I'm sorry, I decided to take a quick look around Karachi. I found it very instructive. I hope I haven't held anybody up.
No, but you should have told me. I would have been more than happy to show you around the city.
Anyway.
You look rather tired from your flight.
I'm fine.
We can easily postpone the meeting till after lunch if you prefer. There are only formalities to settle.
No, I'm used to traveling. Good. Please, let's start.
Good. Can we discuss timing? I think it would be sensible to fly to Islamabad and have the signing of the agreement by midday on Monday. This would allow the best coverage for both our countries. There are no changes to the final draft, as I understand it.
Just one or two points that I would like to discuss.
Of course.
Just a little confused about some of these figures.
Figures are those.
Well, about the reduction in poppy cultivation as a result of our crop schemes.
Figures are very hard to verify in these areas.
Quite, yes. But what I don't really understand is if the poppy has been eradicated to the extent that you say that it has, excuse me. Thank you. Why has there also been such a dramatic rise in heroin seizures in Pakistan?
With respect, I think perhaps we are discussing an area that the agreement was never meant to cover.
Yeah, but you do see, Mr. Wahid, that the incentive for farmers to grow opium is clearly linked to the ease with which heroin traffickers are allowed to flourish.
We can only tackle one problem at a time, Mr. Lithgow.
And why is that?
Because our country's resources are limited, as is your country's aid, naturally.
I would love to go back to Britain and say, look, Pakistan is determined to stamp out the heroin problem at every level.
We are. No, cancel the reception. Quite obviously, there are still things we need to clarify.
Why do you want to see me, sir?
There's something I want you to do. I would like you personally to oversee the arrival today.
But I'm only a chauffeur.
No more. I'm very pleased with your loyalty, Fazal. And I wish to trust you with a special job, something I would normally do myself. You look relieved. Why do you think I called you here? To punish you.
I thought I displeased you, sir.
I am surrounded by puppets and cowards. I admire a man who's not afraid of me.
How much longer are they going to be?
Heaven knows.
I hate bloody tourists like Lithgow. Visits here for a week and he starts laying down the law.
I don't think he's got long to go. That's the rumor from London.
Good.
Look, let's sign the agreement as arranged. And then let's table a meeting to discuss these further points.
I'm afraid I can't sign the agreement until I see more evidence of you arresting known major traffickers and a move to close down the open trading in heroin that goes on in the markets of Karachi.
This is not how I would like to conduct a discussion, Mr. Lithgow. The press will be in Islamabad on Monday. And you know, it would look terrible if Britain refuses to sign the agreement because she feels that enough is not being done.
I'm aware of that.
I bitterly resent this bullying interference in our country's affairs.
You just can't talk to him like that, sir.
You're being simplistic about a terribly complicated matter, sir.
And I'm sure that Whitehall doesn't expect this kind of loose brief.
I thought we had a very productive discussion. Let's just see what happens.
But don't you... What are you going to do now, sir?
Well, I'm off to sleep because I'm completely knackered.
seine Ex-Frau hat ihm einen Strauß Blumen geschickt. Selber zu erscheinen hielt sie nicht für nötig.
Es hat doch keinen Sinn, sich da jetzt zu verbohren. Machen Sie ein paar Tage Urlaub.
Helen Rosshalde bereitet wieder einen Heroindeal vor. Das weiß ich.
Sie wissen es nicht.
Ich weiß, dass sie clever ist. Sie wird nicht mal eine Andeutung machen am Telefon. Man muss eine Wanze anbringen in ihrem Haus.
Ach, hören Sie auf, Uli. Sie ist eine Hausfrau. Sie schmuggelt kein Heroin. Das macht Karl.
Eines Tages wird sie einen Fehler machen. Das weiß ich.
Wonach suchst du?
Ich? Keine Ahnung.
Geh nach Hause, du siehst beschissen aus. Du wirst nichts über Rosshalde finden, der ist zu clever.
Nee, ich suche auch was über so einen Anwalt, Dominkes. Der Dieter hat da irgendwas gesagt über ihn.
Dass er ihn erkannt hat?
Mhm.
Dominkes?
Ja.
Hey! So einen Namen hätte ich mir gemerkt. Was ist er? Spanier?
Mexikaner. Hat aber eine Weile in den Staaten gelebt.
Dominkes? Hast du ein Foto?
Jesus.
Who killed my partner?
What are you doing here? What, are you crazy? You break into a lawyer's house?
Was it you or was it the woman?
Get out. Get the hell out of here.
I brought you some family snacks. I like the mustache. Makes you look honest. Your real name is Hector Van Bone, and you are wanted in the United States for fraud. And I'm going to make sure that you go back and face trial.
That's crap.
I'd really like you to resist arrest.
So what are we discussing here?
Did you have Dieter killed?
No.
I'm going to ask you again. Did you have Dieter killed?
I swear I had nothing to do with it.
Was it Helen Rosshalde?
I had nothing to do with it.
I hear you.
What do you want?
I think she's still smuggling heroin. And I want you to keep me in touch about that. Tell me what's going on. And then I want her to stand trial for murder.
Let us get us out of the hospital. The trial's starting up again.
I don't know what to do.
You don't do anything. You let us try and win the case in court.
How can you win it? They have all the evidence.
Just let me do my job.
We're not going to win.
Jesus, just stop trying to be Carl.
I'm not trying to be...
You've done nothing but make mistakes since we started. Now stop planning and scheming like it's all a stupid board game. These are real people, real lives, and you're not Carl. You're not as good as he was, so stop playing about.
How long have we got until the trial reconvenes?
I don't know. A week at least, I think. They'll move to a high-security court, maybe even change cities. Why?
I'm going to Pakistan to do the deal direct with Traffik.
You're not listening to a word I'm saying.
He's taken a plane to Peshawar this morning, sir.
He's gone off to the Khyber Pass until Friday. He said he wanted to see the problems at first hand.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to make a formal complaint if this continues.
He's a little uncharacteristic. I think he's under some personal pressure at the moment, sir.
I'm going to make a formal complaint.
My God, the Khyber. I never thought I'd ever see this place. You know, my grandfather was up here, 1919, with the Royal Scots Fusiliers.
Yes, the British Army spent years trying to subdue the tribes, until they finally realized the Empire didn't need this particular territory. Nothing's really changed. This is the tribal belt. We call it the Free Territories, free from law.
But nowhere's free from law.
You'll never persuade farmers who've always grown opium poppy to suddenly stop just because people they've never met in a country they've never seen.
Look, Romana, I've been listening to this innocent peasant stuff for months. Now, they are not stupid. They know why people want their opium.
Because rich people in the West can't control their drug habits.
They know it's killing people, and here in Pakistan as well.
Oh, so they should stop growing opium and grow sugar for half the revenue instead.
Yeah, they should stop growing it.
And will the workers at the Bell's Whiskey and the Gordon's Gin factories give up their jobs and go back to being farmers?
Now, that's not the same.
No. Heroin kills a fraction of the people alcohol does.
Heroin is illegal.
Like alcohol in our country.
I still don't see why we've come all this way.
I want you to see what life is really like up here. And I want you to meet my cousin.
The sound of Dara.
Good morning, sir. Rifles, our speciality. May I show you some good machine guns, sir? First rate, sir. Kadima, Okayawata.
Dara is like the Wild West. Anything is sold here. We are traders. We always have been and always will be. Opium is simply another thing to be traded. You won't stop it. This is the tradition non-trop. And now here we are. Opium, hash, see, smell.
You want to purchase, sir? This is very good stuff. It's good stuff. Good to have it. Come on, have it. Thank you. No. Thank you.
Poppies buy us guns. And guns guarantee your freedom. If you were to try and destroy the opium fields here, we would of course fight back. You're talking about tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of people who depend on poppy. You would have a war. And nobody will ever win a war against us here. Each shooting star is an angel, destroying a devil in the endless battle between good and evil. What's troubling you?
Everything. I don't know. I used to be so sure about things.
Will you smoke opium with me? I know who you are. Will you smoke?
My God, no.
Why? It will do you no harm.
Because I am here to stop people growing the stuff.
That is an impossible task. A ridiculous thing to attempt. Opium is not heroin. It's the chemist who creates heroin.
But you've got opium addicts here, young people.
Of course, from time to time, but they're stupid people. We take them to the mountains and lock them up for a couple of weeks until they're cured. Smoke.
No.
Why? You won't get addicted.
How can you be sure?
You're not the kind of man who does.
Oh, you know that, do you? Only weak people get addicted.
Of course.
Well, I've thrown everything else that I believed in out the window.
There are no windows here. Stop the traffickers and leave the farmers alone. We don't walk around with needles in our arms. Opium is not a problem for us.
I don't know.
Nothing that grows from the ground is evil. They are only evil men. Turn your attention towards them. What are you frightened of?
I'm frightened that I've forgotten how to love people.
Did you have a good trip, sir?
Yeah, thank you. Most enlightening, yeah. Shukriya.
Sir, perhaps you would like to dress, sir.
Hmm? What time is it?
12:30, sir.
Oh, God.
Not one of those. Mr. Lithgow, we were all wondering where you had got to.
Yeah, it's working late. Slept in.
You shouldn't have traveled all that distance, you know.
It's very worthwhile.
Mr. and Mrs. Defoe? Mr. Lithgow.
Nice to meet you.
Excuse us. Anyway, I have excellent news. We've got a tip-off about a large shipment of heroin.
We have something to celebrate. Pity you guys don't drink. I'd better check it stowed properly. I'll be back in a minute.
Wait for me.
So sorry to keep you waiting. A little hiccup with the shipment.
This is a beautiful room.
Thank you. And thanks for coming all the way, though I fear it's been a fruitless journey.
Why?
I hear such awful stories. Your husband's business in chaos, different people fighting for control.
It was Lydia's stupidity, that's all.
I think your route is no longer safe.
Then you're hearing old news. I've got things under control now.
Hold up! Hold up!
You see, we can get things done. I think we can count this as a major breakthrough. And for once, the big fish didn't get away.
So,
I'm prepared to pay the same price my husband did.
alas, my costs have increased. From my new supplier, I have to pass these on.
I'll pay you the same price Carl did. Then we'll renegotiate and I'll pay you 5% more next year.
No, I think I'll deal directly. Perhaps I should make contact with some dealers in Germany.
If you thought it was possible, you'd have done that years ago. You need us to operate in Europe.
Perhaps. How am I to know you won't lose your nerve?
I won't. I've got too much to lose.
You are, if you don't mind my saying so, a woman in a man's world, in a very violent world.
I do mind you saying so. This is becoming very tiresome. There are other suppliers in Pakistan.
What if you lose your nerve?
Try me.
Smuggle this in your luggage back to Germany. Take it to Max Buchstein. When he phones me to say he's received it, we'll do business.
You can't be serious.
Those are the terms, if you wish to buy heroin from me.
You never get near drugs yourself, you know that.
1 out of 400 people get their bags searched. Surely that's no great risk.
My husband is in prison on smuggling charges. Don't you think that makes it more likely that I'll be searched?
Precisely my point. There are almost certainly police following you, watching you.
There's nobody following me.
Reassure me.
All right, I'll take it through. When Bruchstein phones you to acknowledge delivery, from that moment on, we have a deal for supplying at 60 kilos every 3 months.
Agreed.
At the old price.
Also agreed. I'd offer you my car back to the airport, but it might draw attention.
You'll be hearing from me.
Indeed. I'd love to know how you propose to smuggle large quantities of heroin into Hamburg at the moment.
Wouldn't you just?
Wait, please. Have you any matter?
I'm gonna miss my plane.
Go through again. Go through again.
Thank you, madam. This is your seat, madam.
Thank you. Excuse me. Fazal. Fazal?
You have to leave now. Tariq Bad says that you must clear the way for these people. Straight away. Come on.
What's happened to him?
Haven't you heard?
Where is he?
तुम कब से इधर है? How long have you been here?
I don't know.
How is it you can get heroin?
I was a doctor. My friends in Kota send me a little every month.
I won't be here for long. Tariq Bhatt will get me out. He has all the right connections.
They execute me next week. I can't remember the day.
Are you frightened of dying?
I'm frightened of running out of heroin before then. That's all.
What do you want?
Sir, my children have been thrown out of our room. My husband is in jail, and we have nowhere to live.
This is awful, but why is it of any concern to me?
Please help us.
And how will you help me? Perhaps I can get your husband released from jail. But it'll cost a considerable amount of money. Do you have that sort of money?
What is it you wish me to do for you?
Now we understand each other.
Will you be glad to go home after the signing tomorrow?
Well, I've got a lot of work to do, yes.
You're quite a private man, aren't you?
I suppose so.
Are you racist, Mr. Lithgow?
We're all racists. But no, not in the sense that you mean. No, I'm equally unpleasant with everybody.
Yeah. But I don't think you understand our country at all. No. No.
Wir haben das Gepäck von der Dame zurückbehalten. Wir haben auf sie gewartet.
Und von wo ist sie gekommen?
Das werden wir gleich erfahren. Sie ist gerade aus Frankfurt angekommen, aber das ist ein Anschlussflug von irgendwo anders her.
Der Pass wurde in Karachi abgestempelt. Und zwar gestern. Sie war gestern knapp 4 Stunden da.
Das habe ich mir gedacht. Sie bereitet den Deal vor. Wir kommen der Sache langsam näher.
Was sollen wir jetzt tun? Sollen wir sie damit durchlassen? Wollen Sie ihr folgen?
Durchsucht sie, bis sie nicht mehr weiß, wo oben und unten ist. So, jetzt nehmen wir sie uns vor.
Woher kommen Sie bitte?
Aus Frankfurt und Karachi.
Mhm. Und was war der Grund Ihres Aufenthaltes dort?
I'm sorry, my German isn't very good.
The purpose of your visit in Karachi?
Business.
And the other bag, please.
May I go now?
Yes.
Wir machen eine körperliche Untersuchung. Los. Excuse me, if you follow me, we're not quite finished.
You've held me up enough. I'd quite like to go now.
This will only take a little while. If you will come into this cubicle, please.
What if I refuse?
Well, you may call legal assistance if you wish, madam, but we do have the right to search you. It's only a question of time. Please remove your clothes and leave them over there. A female customs officer will come in a few minutes.
Komm schon, wo bleibst du denn?
Can I go now?
No. I'm going to do an internal examination to see if you're concealing any foreign objects. Would you stand with your legs apart and bend over?
Did you get it?
Don't ever do that to me again.
Did you get it?
You phone me at home with a message like that? What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, there was no other way.
You compromise me and our relationship.
Hey, did you get it?
Yes, I got it.
Is it Pakistani? He'll check, you know.
He's from the last batch. Should have seen Plöner's face when I asked to buy back the stuff Carl sold him 2 months ago. So what did you do with the stuff he gave you?
I flushed it down the toilet in Karachi airport. I may be many things, but I'm not crazy.
For God's sake, Romana, this is my last night. I'm supposed to be at dinner in half an hour.
If you come with me, you'll see what really happened to the heroine they captured today, Mr. Lithgow.
Have we got permission to be here, Romana?
This is the truck the captured heroine was loaded in.
I don't understand. Why are there no guards or anything?
Taste it. It isn't heroin. They've substituted flour colored with vegetable dye or something. Tomorrow these bags will be taken and stored in the warehouse until they're destroyed. And everything will be logged and correct, and no one will be the wiser.
So where's the heroin?
Tariq Butt has it. And that massive shipment is heading for Europe. For your cities.
I can't. I have to sign that agreement tomorrow. I'm sorry. I can't go back on that now. I've done all that I can.
You must search your own conscience.
Look, spare me, will you? Please, Romana. I haven't given up. Why are we stopping?
I want to show you something. He was tried this morning. He's been sentenced to 5 years rigorous imprisonment and 15 stripes.
Stripes?
Yes. He's Tariq Bhatt's right-hand man. It's a big dealer. It's a very important arrest for us.
All right, thank you. I've seen enough. I want to go home. Everyone expects me to know what to do, but you can only take decisions if you don't question them. I have to concentrate on my work, but I can't stop thinking about my daughter. I feel like I'm falling.
I believe that this agreement will signal a new period of progress and cooperation between the two countries in this all-important area. And I am filled with optimism that together we shall be able to conquer the evil of narcotics. Thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Is something wrong?
I can't sign this. I'm sorry, I do not believe that this agreement will be effective in stopping the trafficking of heroin.